I'm Elaine McCarty with Environmental Finance Center West, and I'm here to talk about stakeholder engagement. Since you're watching this video, you probably already recognize that stakeholder engagement is pretty important, and we know it's essential in a wide range of public issues and situations, from policy making to implementing projects or programs, from economic development to public health. We achieve success when stakeholders are involved. And more critically, when they're engaged in a way that is meaningful and ensures participants are satisfied and that their contributions are useful for everyone. So, too much stakeholder engagement is uninteresting and boring. And really, what's the point in doing it if you're not going to do it right? Maybe you're even on the opposite end of boring or uninteresting, and the stakeholder engagement is combative. Obviously, we want to avoid all of this. So, while we know that it's best to create a positive experience where people share their perspective and knowledge in a productive way, too often the opposite happens. Maybe there isn't enough time or budget, or maybe staff are stretched too thin. Maybe sometimes people are consciously or unconsciously avoiding stakeholders because they're not confident about how to do it, they don't know what to do, or they're downright afraid of running into someone like this guy. And yet, good stakeholder engagement can be what stands between your success and failure. It can inform anything and everything, and it should. So, what are the characteristics of good stakeholder engagement that will lead to success and the consequences of doing it wrong, which lead to failure? If it's good, you will have productive information that's useful for whatever your initiative is. If it's done wrong, you will miss vital information that should inform everything from your fundamental understanding of the problem to the solutions that you're proposing for that problem. If it's good, it will be clear that people's time and thoughts are respected. If it's not so good, you may alienate stakeholders. You may make them angry or maybe make them feel disempowered. If it's done timely, you're doing it early enough so that what you learn can be used in developing or implementing your initiative. If it's done too late, you've probably already made a lot of assumptions and you've missed the opportunity to better understand barriers so that you could have planned and adjusted accordingly. So, the top three reasons to engage your stakeholders are: one, to better understand needs, concerns, and barriers, particularly for your stakeholders to change their behavior or help do whatever you're trying to do with your initiative. You have the opportunity to seek out creative ideas and different ways of thinking. So this is really a way to incorporate innovation into your initiative. And stakeholder engagement can and should be an opportunity to build relationships based on trust and credibility. And all three of these lead to the social capital and support that will set you up for success. So, how do we make sure that we get something like this where people are really engaged and participating and thoughtful about what's going on instead of this? One of our favorite tools for engaging stakeholders is called a conversation map. It's a highly intuitive tool that allows people to have a deep discussion in an equitable way. It can reveal barriers, cultivate new ideas, and just offer an opportunity for people to share. A conversation map reveals an enormous amount of information that can often be missed in other community engagement activities like things like forums or town hall meetings, focus groups, or surveys. Not that those aren't valuable and important too, but we find that those can miss things that can show up in a conversation map. So, one of the things we like about this is you can collect an enormous amount of information really fast. A conversation map can take anywhere from 60 minutes to 2 hours, and you can have several going on at one time, and you could have up to 20, 30, even 50 participants or 100 all working at the same time. It is initially a silent exercise, which ensures that no one or even a few people can dominate the discussion. Everybody's voice is equal in that silent environment. And it offers anonymity so that people can more comfortably share their feelings and thoughts, things that they might otherwise be reluctant to say if they feel like there's attribution to their comments. So this is a really empowering activity, and it breaks through hierarchies. You can learn more about conversation maps and how to facilitate one yourself by going to our website and reviewing our tutorials. They're under the California Tribal Resilience, and then under the tribal waste videos, specifically tutorials. And please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are more than happy to help folks that want to try this out. And I have one more favor to ask before you go. Please don't be cavalier about stakeholder engagement. We've established here today it's really important and it's serious. We're asking people to come to some activity and share their perspectives. It takes their time. We're asking for their ideas and their knowledge, and it's really valuable to you. So we like to be gracious about that and show appreciation. And we just ask that people think about using a method that ensures that you're showing that you hear them and that they're heard and demonstrates how important their contributions are. So thank you.